the way I move. First you slide, then you boom. That's a capico on you. Oh, watch the way I move. Oh, watch the way I move. Oh, watch the way I move. First you slide, then you boom. That's a capico on you.
Everybody say, go New York, go New York, go. And if you're not saying it, you should be saying it because, in my honest opinion, we came up in this trade. I know New York is going to lose a lot by losing their guard in DV, but at the end of the day, what New York needs is someone in the middle that is going to stretch the ball, you know what I'm saying, with outside shooting, but also bang in the paint, defend us in the paint, because that's what we need. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, I'm New York born and raised, but living in New York, it has been hard to be a New York fan in sports because we've been losing for so long. And when the potential comes, you get a little bit excited. You know what I'm saying? You think about years ago when Carmelo came over, we got excited, you know, and then we get the potential of Chris Paul coming, but then he never comes over. You know what I'm saying? Rumors about LeBron James. We already knew that was going to be debunked early. But nonetheless, to say every year we have waited for a moment like this to happen. You know what I'm saying? We waited for a moment like this, and now that moment is here. Recently, Jalen Brunson gets sent to New York, and everybody is just sleeping on that factor. Not me, though. You know what I'm saying? I seen what he did in Dallas, and I said to myself, that's actually a good pickup for the Knicks. And then you see the transaction. He comes over, and this man is balling out, bro. Single-handedly defeating big threat teams in the West. Crazy, right? But the story doesn't end there. Then they start to pick up some more pieces here and there. You know what I'm saying? They get rid of Barrett, send him to Toronto. Some people were fans of Barrett. I thought he needed a little bit more work in the gym. He wasn't a bad player, but he just wasn't a perfect fit for the Knicks. And Toronto, slightly better fit over there for him. That's my honest opinion. Take it how you want it. Now, we get some new faces over here. You know what I'm saying? We start to pick up pieces left and right, all over the board. We get Dante DiVincenzo from Golden State, a veteran guard that won a ring. And it wasn't just a ring that was handed to him because he did his part. You know what I'm saying? Him and Poole, they did their parts to earn that ring with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and the rest of the team that was there. They did it. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, New York is getting crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? You bringing over Brunson, you bringing over DiVincenzo, a guard that people sleep on. Okay, it's looking kind of crazy right now. Then they add in Josh Hart over here, a guard that plays as if he's a center, bro. And you see these three guards going together. And throughout the season, I'm screaming watching these games, bro, because I'm like, these are three guards taking over right now. How crazy is this, bro? And then they make another little sneaky little pickup. They pick up OG Anunoby, bro. They pick up OG. And I'm like, all right, yo, this is getting crazy. This is getting out of hand. But at the same exact time, yeah, we're still missing something, you know? We got Julius Randle, but he's sitting on the sidelines right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's injured. And I'm watching all of this, mind you, not as a New York Knicks fan, but just a fan of basketball, a person that appreciates the art form of what basketball is. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this shit and I'm like, yo, this is coming together nicely. But as you all know, we always have some bad luck spewing in the air somewhere when it comes down to New York. So now we get this whole Julius Randle he's out indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? We're wondering, when is he ever going to come back? So now we got to work with what we got, basically. And what did we have? Just a team full of guards. So now we're here in 2024, flash forward, we got to make some moves. We got to see we got to see what's out there for us, you know? So Karl Anthony Towns happens to be a big man that's out there right now. And I wasn't expecting them to make this, blockbuster trade, but it happened. So now we send DV, we send them packing. You know what I'm saying? And I know from a viewer standpoint, like I mentioned, person that appreciates the game, I seen what these guards can do together. And it was deadly. And I would have wanted that to stay like that. But we all know how the NBA goes. You can't stay somewhere for too long. When teams have an interest in you and you show a sort of like, you show a demeanor that you don't want to be here anymore, yeah, you're going to be on the freaking chopping block. So rumor has it, DiVincenzo, he was pretty much worried about his starting position. You know what I'm saying? He was second guessing him staying in New York because he's hearing rumors that other people are coming over, other guards. And since we're talking about other guards, let's not forget a little sneaky trade that they also made. Mikal Bridges comes over from freaking Brooklyn to the freaking Knicks. So you got Brooklyn to Manhattan, but it's still all in the same NYC, you know? And I'm like, okay, this is getting crazy because he had a good run with Phoenix, you know what I mean? But then he gets traded over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn has not even a potential, but a little flash of light, you know what I'm saying, with adding Mikal Bridges, just a little tiny flash of light. But then he comes over to the Garden, and I'm like, what? You're going to have Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and Dante DiVincenzo. Those four particular players, they all previously played together in their lives in Villanova, college basketball. And everybody was just on board with, seeing this Villanova reunion happen. And then this blockbuster trade, it divides and conquers. So you thought we were assembling the Villanova team, but instead we were just trying to assemble a team that could be capable of winning a championship. And what did we need? We needed a big man because Julius Randle is out. You know what I'm saying? But I will give Julius Randle his props. I will give him his roses. And the reason why I say this is because he came over to New York knowing the situation, knowing how bad of a time we had it as a team, and he stuck it out. He never once asked for a trade. He never once tried to signal, oh, I'm trying to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? He stuck through thick and thin with the Knicks. And that's why you got to give him his roses. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him his flowers. He came over. And that's something that we've been looking for years. We always wanted someone to come over. Someone that was going to be brave enough to stay here and tough it out. Because that's what type of city we are. You know what I'm saying? We go through the tough times. But I digress, So the blockbuster trade sends DiVincenzo over to Minnesota, along with another player in Julius Randle, along with a future draft pick. And, there's other teams involved. There's a 3-man team that sends over a couple of players to, I believe, the Clippers. I believe they were involved. And there was another team involved. But whatever the case may be, we landed Cat, they landed DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. Now people are arguing about, oh, who won the trade? At the end of the day, both teams got what they truly needed. You know what I'm saying? They needed another explosive guard. So that's exactly what they got. They got some veteranness over on their hands as well by adding DiVincenzo. Their style of basketball is going to support the way Julius Randle plays. And then when you look at it from the Knicks perspective, they needed a big man because every team right now, regardless of what you're going to say, the center is the key point of a team. If you don't have a center, you don't have a potential. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these teams. Look at the Denver Nuggets. You got the Joker. Look at the Timberwolves before the trade. They had Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, Twin Towers. You know what I'm saying? Not fair at all. Then go over to the East. Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a tall starting five. You're featuring 3 7-footers playing all at once. That's straight out of 2K, bro. Straight out. And then let's not forget Philadelphia. You got the big man, Joel Embiid. Let's also not forget in Milwaukee, you got Brook Lopez and you got freaking Giannis. Now, I know some people are going to say, why the hell did he mention Brook Lopez or Robin Lopez? It doesn't matter. Either Lopez on the floor is a threat because one can stay in the paint and be a freaking pest, and then the other can stretch out to the 3-point line, and you have to respect it. And he has made it that freaking mission to earn that respect. That man is shooting from way outside, and he's a 7-footer, bro. He may be slow, but he's out there knocking down shots when it comes down to it. But most likely, you're going to have to bang with freaking Giannis, and we need that defense because at the end of the day, when there's no one standing in the middle, where's all the points going to be coming from? In the middle, because now we know that y'all assembling an all-guard team, y'all are just basically giving us free food. You know what I'm saying? Giving us free food. Who the hell is going to be guarding Joel Embiid in the middle? All these damn guards that they're picking up. Let's be for real. Who's going to guard Giannis? Let's be for real. Who's going to guard the Joker? Let's be for real, people. Now that we got Cat, he can guard everybody. He can defend our paint. And from time to time, he can go out there and stretch the floor for us and add that extra shooting. A lot of teams lose because of, maybe 3-point difference. Now, adding Cat, obviously, we fill that gap. You feel me? So that's how you got to think about it. Now, we all know that he is, quote unquote, a crybaby. He's always, whining about something in the media. But at this point, I don't think he's going to be doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come to New York and he's going to have a different mentality. He's going to experience the city for what it truthfully is. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have everybody at the Garden right now. You thought that all these people showing up before, there's going to be even more now. All the stars are going to be stepping out every single night because we just landed somebody very big. Very critical, very crucial. Welcome to New York City, Karl Anthony Towns, man.
That was totally wicked!
Matter how I do it, I just tryna make my mama proud of me. I hope my mama proud of me, cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream.